Well, this is kind of interesting. Old cowboy Dave Filoni getting a little bit of heat. We've got a writer from The Acolyte blaming him. Now, why would they blame him? Well, because this show is not going over well with the fandom. I mean, it's the lowest rated Star Wars project ever. It beat the Christmas special, which is a feat in itself. That is crazy. You know, one thing I'll say in defense of the Christmas special is at least it's in its own little pocket. It's not canon. It's its own thing on the side. Doesn't hurt anybody. This show directly influences and changes canon. Anakin Skywalker no longer special. He is not even the first Force-born child anymore. Apparently anybody can do it. At least if you're a space witch, you can make Force babies. It helps if you are a woman into women. That also seems to be a part of the thing because the Force is now female. The Force is female. So there you go. We have the amazing prophecy changed because Dave Filoni signed off on it. So in a way, the writer's kind of right, even though they came up with the idea. I don't know if this was Dave's idea, but Dave signed off on it. Old cowboy Dave, the savior. I like that a lot of people are finally noticing that this guy is overrated. He is very overrated. I think a lot of the changes in Season 3 of The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett are directly his fault. And I hope more people start to realize that this dude is no savior of Star Wars. He's a hack, in my opinion, and I think he always was. So maybe we disagree on that, but they would have been better off giving the chief creative position, in my opinion, to Jon Favreau, who would have done a much better job because he can actually create stuff. But anyway, yeah, and I know people are going to point out Clone Wars. Personally, I hate the CGI Clone Wars. I think the animated one was 10 times better. But, you know, feel free to disagree with me on it. We don't have to agree on that. We don't have to. I just don't care for the CGI one at all. The animated one was perfect and didn't need to be remade. But anyway, we have one of the writers, Claire Ketchel, coming out and blaming Dave Filoni. This came from Culture Crave. And it's kind of crazy to see them outright say that. So Culture Crave said over on Twitter, Episode 4 writer Claire Ketchel, if I'm saying that right, says Dave Filoni gave notes on all the scripts. He has to ultimately approve them along with the rest of the Lucasfilm team. So in a way, she's not wrong, but you're still the one that wrote it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not in the clear here. You still helped write this piece of shit. So it's not just on him. Though she is right, the buck does stop with him. He's got a lot of power. And he's like, well, yeah, this is good enough. I'm the lore master here, but I'm okay with all of this. Here's another fun little fact. I always like to go and see what these people have made outside of what they're working on. And once again, we have somebody that's only written a few things. Notably, the Watchmen TV miniseries for HBO Max. Remember that piece of garbage? That show is awful. Look what she wrote. The OA, I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about the Land of Imagined Things. But I do know that Watchmen show sucks. No wonder this show is awful. This is such a problem in Hollywood. There are no good writers in Hollywood. They just keep taking people that make awful shit and giving them jobs. The Watchmen show? Are you kidding me? They watched it and said, imagine watching, I got to get this person. I need this person to come write for me. Also, not a lot of experience. Not a lot of experience. Supervising producer also on The Acolyte. All 4 episodes. Awesome. so wild to me that you take these people from failures and give them a new show to fail on. Where are the good writers? Where are they? And when they make something, why do they get like pushed aside and not brought into something new? Like think what you want about his OnlyFans or how he feels about Trump. But Bo DeMeo, the guy who wrote the first season of X-Men 97, did a really good job. He was fired. Like that guy, I would understand. You would think they'd say, well, let's get this guy on more shit. And they fired him. But this person who wrote Watchmen, which is a garbage show, hell yeah, we want you for the Acolyte. Here, we'll give you a budget that's like 11 Godzilla minus ones. You're definitely the person that we need to write this show. It's just crazy to me. Crazy. And then, of course, the media. I talked about this in my last video. Is just stepping up to praise this dumb, awful music video that Amanda Steinberg put out. I mean, this video is garbage. Some of the strangest dancing I've ever seen. I mean, that was my biggest takeaway from the video is what the hell is this dancing? Like it looks bad. It's so awful. It's like it's like watching a train wreck. I mean, I get that. You can't look away from it. It's so bad. But like this isn't a win. Such a big own. Here's another one. Criticizing the wish of Star Wars fans. You got Damage Control going on with Leslie Headland. After she admitted that the show is going to be the gayest Star Wars ever, she's like walking that back now. It makes me wonder, like, where are the ratings for this show? How come we haven't seen any actual ratings? Even Samba TV, when they put the show out on their little chart saying, most watched shows or whatever for the week, they didn't give any numbers. I'd like to know, what are the numbers for those first 2 episodes especially? What are the numbers for 3? I think 3 is going to get a bump because everybody was talking about it. 4's ratings will be pretty interesting, but we don't have anything. I'd really like to know, what are the ratings for this show? It's funny that we haven't really seen anything yet because it's been a couple weeks. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.